Morning, fellow collectors. Donnie here. Um, this is going to be the first episode of a new series that I'm doing on my channel called What Else Do We Collect? And at the end of the video, or in the comments, I want you to tell me what else you guys collect. Because if you're like me, I collect a lot of other things besides comics. And one of those things you see in front of you are lighters. This is just a portion of my collection. I got quite a few, but I guess lighters and lighter paraphernalia. And So it's going to be kind of an ongoing series. It'll be the first Monday. I'll post the videos the first Monday of every month, and until I run out of things that I collect. So, without further ado, I'm going to start off and show you the first lighter that I actually bought, and I carried all the time, especially when I was smoking. But Zippo. It's kind of no focus on an iPad, I guess. But it's got a little engraving, and it's one of the reasons that I've never sent it away, because they don't guarantee those engravings, and I kind of like that one. But it's got the patented click. And it's not really worn out. I mean, there's a little wiggle in it. But that's the first one. This one is an old Ronson butane. And there's, clicked it there. There's your settings. And Ronson, a number of years ago, was bought by Zippo. So all the new Ronson stuff is Zippo manufacture. This is also a butane, but for those of you familiar with Piper Cub, the Piper airplane, I believe the Piper Cub is Pennsylvania State plane. But this is a lighter advertisement for that, and this is also a butane lighter, and it's a Bentley. This is a butane lighter. It is a King, made in Japan. And you would flip it forward, strike it, and light your whatever you were smoking. This is kind of unique. I found this down at my grandmother's. It's called a lipstick lighter. And take that off, strike it, light whatever. You would take the bottom off. There's the end of the wick to fill it and replace flint or whatever. This is a Ronson, and from what my mother tells me, this is what my grandfather carried. Was one like this, and I really like this style. I have several of these, but I believe this was Ronson's model for many years, several decades, until they switched to a version similar to the Zippo. This is a Wagner Deluxe. This is probably one of my favorites in the collection. Just flipped her up, struck it, much like a, that's pretty solid, much like a, one of the butanes, the design. I believe this was made in New England, I'm not sure. This little thing, I forget what this is called, but this is a lighter, and you struck it. You found them commonly on tabletop lighters. And this is a butane. I picked this up. I was on vacation. We were at a gas station. I went, ooh, that's kind of neat. And you would flip that up, and there was a light in here. And the battery has since died. But it was one of those torch style. You pressed it, and it was like a torch flame. This thing I found down at my grandmother's. And apparently it is a portable ashtray. You'd set it on a table and lay your smoking device across there, and there's your ashtray. Funny thing about that one is, when I found it, it still had ash in it. I went, gee, thanks, Graham. But that's just a few of the lighters in my collection, a few things that I collect. As I said, I collect all kinds of things. But just kind of a spotlight video, a spotlight on collecting in general. And as I said, please leave a comment telling me what else you guys collect. Be it baseball cards. What I used to collect baseball cards, and I gave them to my nephews, and I don't know if they still have them, but that's neither here nor there. But I guess that's the end of this episode, this particular video, and everybody have a great day. And as always, keep collecting, keep reading, and keep sharing. Or in this case, just keep collecting.